One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will get first crack at it here. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to... you can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man, it's Bravo. This one's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start this?
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
This defense really needed that opening drive, man. They've given up some yards. The offense has gained some momentum, but nice job in their own territory. Backed up. What do? They get after the quarterback and
looking for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Memphis offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. On the ground, it's Dupree. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Let's take a minute here and talk a little Memphis. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Tiger! All that baby in and then strolled into the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Fighting off the defender. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Handoff to the single back. He breaks a tackle. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. The play-action fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking for space. It's Dupree. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Knocked off his feet.
But I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Tigers are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back.
just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time.
Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Stone.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense around the football?
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Bravo. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
One of the things I love about this defense, guys, they bring pressure from all over the yard, and that's now the 2nd sack for this corner.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Already with 2 touchdowns on the board. Now they're back at it up 14-6. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And you usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground, it's Dupree. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Henry. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Dropping back, it's Bravo. Got his man on the right.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
A strike downfield.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. He's got the back in the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. He now has 61 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the right. They bring him down, but not before he picks up a Memphis 1st down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Right on the money. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Here comes the 2-point try. Trying to bully their way in. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Bravo. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you've got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan State.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to throw. It's Bravo. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Phillips. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. The screen, he can go. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Powers through the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball. And it works out.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Inside, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Dupree. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say,
there he goes! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. Hard running there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll test the right side, finding open areas. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead... quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Memphis.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. From the gun, looking for a man. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there, they didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. Turning it on! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Stone. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the move, it's Murphy. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Murphy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field.
Number 30 in punt formation to kick it away.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Bravo. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much. Found as he stopped at the 18. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Handoff to the lone back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Grab near the marker, it's Henry. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give from the gun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Yeah, there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now first and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
On the ground. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tiger. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback. Getting it out quick.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair. They're up by 19 over Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Bravo. Rushes on him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He's going to run it. Did the work himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.